Good morning, Emma. It's raining today. It's gonna be one of them days. Probably won't stop raining till this afternoon. Workout over with. Let's get ready to get to work. You can see the puddles building up here. We're not completely done with the pad. We still have to extend the cement. Best part about the rain, helps this ground and rock settle that we brought here. Check on the sheep. As you can see, they have destroyed this hay bale. They'll eat all this, even what they drag out on the ground once it's all gone. A lot of them are out here in the field. We got a lot of babies. We got these two other hay bales covered by the tarp. That way they don't get soaked in the rain while they're not in use. We actually got to get them moved. These little guys, they're so funny. Getting over here to the shop. The van's gone, so my dad's went somewhere. I'm not really sure where he went with it, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna get to work and see what I can get done. So yesterday when my dad got back, me and Irvin unloaded all these mowers, this big old tiller, some pressure washers. This is all gonna be for the next container. Sooner or later, we'll have this spot all filled up with mowers for the next container. First things first is I'm gonna finish up this dryer that I didn't get a chance to finish yesterday. Get it cleaned up, put all together, replace the element back in here, the sensors. Cleaned up all the built up lint that was around the motor. Even took the tube off for the exhaust. Cleaned up everything real thoroughly. That way we don't have any issues, and just because it was slapped full of lint. Got the bad thermostat replaced. As you can see, I took both the drum wheels off and the tensioner wheel off for the belt. They need to be cleaned up, re-greased. First, we're gonna finish putting all this back together. So now what I gotta do is put the drum back, install the belt. We're gonna clean up the wheels, re-grease them. You can see the old grease here needs to be wiped clean. New grease added, that way they spin nice and smooth and don't make any noise. Let's get this done. Sun isn't really gonna show itself today, I don't think. At least the rain has stopped, but it's not too bad, not cold or anything. Emma, how are you, girl? She's hanging out, she's living life out here. So while I was by the house, I figured I'd run in here and make me a cup of coffee real quick. Got my cup of coffee per usual. What a beautiful view out here. So I got the front end screwed in place. I got the belt on. I got the drum on. Let's finish putting this thing back together. All the screws in the door. The power control board back on. This metal piece that holds the head unit. The exhaust on, all the cables hooked up. The test before we close it all the way up. Nice and quiet, drum spinning, elements heating up. So now we can put it back together. Last night, this is my sink here. I somehow ended up breaking. This is the metal piece that sits in the sink likewise. And this goes under my sink to the drain. This connects to that little lever. There's a hole in both sides of the plastic. Somehow I ended up breaking it. Hey buddy, I haven't seen you all day. Look around on the property to see if I can find it. My dad swears I have one, or we have one somewhere. We do not have what I'm looking for. So I'm getting ready to head out to Home Depot to get what I need to finish up the sink upstairs. Hey, we have yet to finish building this little building we have planned for the beams. Let's hit the road and get what we need to get this job done. So within 10 minutes, I found what I need. Let's get out of Home Depot. If I didn't live so close to this place, it'd be a pain in my ass to come all the time. Back here to the house. Looks like the dark is setting upon us. I'm gonna get back in here and see if I can get a couple more machines done before I call it a quits tonight. I can do this tonight. I don't really need any tools. I wanna get a couple more machines done before I head up to the house for tonight. I got it hooked up. It's on. Seems to be cutting on and then cutting off. I believe this relay is bad here. Tonight I'm gonna work on getting that swapped out. Headed back up to the house. It's dark. We'll see if that fridge is cooling by the morning time. The sink all prepped up, cleaned up. That way the seal fits correctly. Should just slide right in here. I got the gasket on there. Yeah. We'll get this tightened up and connected to the drain underneath. From what I can see, it should all fit here. This piece and this seal I already had from the last one. So we're gonna get this all hooked up and get it tested. Got the water flowing here. It's flowing real nice. Making sure there's no leaks here where any of the connections are or underneath the sink. Everything's working like a charm.